this leadership journey, if you would like to mention a couple of obstacles that you faced and how you actually tackle those and overcame those.
Of course, and I think there are many obstacles that we go through, specifically, and there could be two kind of obstacles, right? So one is one is from the client front, another could be from your own team front, right? So I mean, I would not like to quote specific examples, but I'll give you a gist of it. So when it comes to team, right? So there could be obstacles in terms of, right, that the the team is not motivated enough to work on something, because, and there could be two reasons. Again, one could be that, okay, they feel that something is unachievable, right? Whether it's timeline, or whether it's a particular skill set, or whether it's a particular solution, right? Another could be the sheer self doubt as well, right? In terms of doubting in themselves, in terms of them not even being qualified to be able to do that, and therefore they tend to lose motivation. First is more on the timelines and more on the complexity part. Second is more about self-doubt itself, right? So I think that's when a leader's role comes in, and it's about how they can motivate the team, citing personal examples as well. Because I always like to quote this example of mine. When I started my analytics journey, right, I was into a project. It was a 3.5 month project. It was a super complex project. We had to develop 14 different models in a 4 month project, and I had a and this was my first project. Just remember that I was a fresher, right? I had no experience, and I was leading a team of three in that particular project, and all those three members had experience of at least 3 years. So me coming as a newbie, managing a team, and developing 14 different models for a client, and pull it off in a 3 to 4 months time period, right? It was super difficult. I did not know anything about coding myself, but to be able to gel up with the team, and being open to learn, right, and ensure that I get my hands dirty, right, and upskill myself, and not just focus on that, okay, I have 9 hours in a day, and only I'll focus on 9 hours, and within 9 hours I'll try to achieve everything. Because if times are tough, if you don't know something, you will have to give something extra, and then those extra hours, or that particular extra effort will reward you back. So I generally try to cite this particular example whenever my team is in any kind of doubt, and I was able to achieve that, to be very honest, with the help of my team, because without their assistance, I would not have been able to code at all, right? So they were, I still remember them, and they were super helpful from the word go, right? So this is one type of example, right? So it's about motivating the team, ensuring, sharing what is the best quality that they have, right? And how can they hone, and come up to speed, and believe in themselves that they will be able to achieve something, right? So that is one. Another is from the client side, right? Of course, sometimes the expectations are too high from the clients as well. It's not that only the team has doubt. Sometimes the client's expectations are beyond what is a norm, and whatever can be achieved in a specific time. So then it is about multiple alignments, multiple discussions, and giving options to the client as well, right? Because see, if there are, again, multiple ways to approach. One is that you directly go and say no, that okay, this is not possible. Another way is that, okay, no, I mean, another way of saying no is, and we all know the trick of the trade, right? Another way of saying no is you actually go with another option to the client, right? And that, okay, you can achieve this, you can achieve, let's say, some portion of it in this time, which is a higher priority, and leave the rest beyond the timeline, right? So, and this was an issue, a lot of years back. Also, I faced another example where the client was super difficult to even work with, because the client did not respect the team that much. That was also one of the issues that I faced. So at that point in time, again, the approach is to have that one-on-one discussion with the client, explain what is required, what is our expectation as well, what the conduct that we need to have, right? And if and that has happened once in my overall career, that we had to in fact say no to a client as well, that okay, because of this we won't be able to do that. So yeah, there have been multiple incidents, but these are few incidents which always stay top of my mind.